And what up, y'all? We're back with another Pokemon Pocket video for you all. The Blastoise Drop Event is alive, so make sure that you watch this whole video throughout because there are some things you do not want to miss out on. And go through some tips, some guides to make this eventful as easy as possible for you all. So let's go ahead and get right in. Before we do that, just want to say we do have a giveaway that's going on for a free promo pass just to celebrate the new year and to say thank you for all of your support. The only thing that you really need to do is subscribe to the channel and just leave a comment down below in the video so that way you can be entered in. All right, well, that's easy said and done. Let's get into it. So the Blastoise Drop Event is live, is going on right now, and if you are into it and making things work for you, that is awesome. Here's your first comment that you can drop right now. Let me know, have you already gotten the Blastoise? Have you already gotten all of the cards yet? Where are you with where are you with your gathering of the cards? Let me know below, and then we're just gonna go ahead and just kind of like dive into it. So for those of you who are familiar with the drop events, that's awesome. We're just gonna kind of go through like some pieces here, some updates that are worth noting, and just kind of like a vision of like how the those three diamonds and below teams are going. But first and foremost, I just want to name that, like, you know, as we go through this is like for 2 weeks, and then we have our promos here. Here's the drop rates for them. Blastoise, the full art, with the lowest chance of being able to receive it at 12.66%, aka 13%. Your Volcrona here is then 16%, and then the rest of the Snivy, Eevee, and Cinccino over here for you all, these are 24%. The Blastoise and the Volcrona are like mechanically the same. However, Blastoise, as we can see, gets the full art. This is for those of you, like, Pocket is getting downloaded, you know, for by the first time all of the time, right? So like they have millions and millions and millions of downloads, and so people are going to be looking for these promos, these full arts, especially when trade is coming this month. When exactly this month, we're not sure yet, but like stock up and use it to get those other cards that you didn't have before. Snivy is different here. As you'll see, it has 60 HP and only 1 energy, whereas normal or regular Snivy has 70 HP and 2 energy for 40 damage. I personally prefer the 70 HP one, primarily because that allows me to live 2 Hitmonlee hits or 2 Sebdraca hits while I look for my Servine and build that up for my Celebi. I'm not really attacking with Snivy. If I'm attacking with Snivy, I'm in a poor position, so I would rather attack with my Executor or, you know, my Celebi. So we're not worried about this energy management. We're worried more so about the health. So that's my tip here. We have Eevee, that's different. This definitely gives like full nostalgia vibes. I don't know why, it just feels older, so that's really great. Growl here is different. I still like the coin flip. You shoot for the stars and see how many you can get. There are certain decks where I'm kind of like, I just want to deal 20 damage, but for the most part, I really like the Mythical Island one, so I don't see myself playing this one a lot, but let me know if you find value with this instead. And so knowing that these are your prizes, right, you really want to focus on 2 things. One is your stamina, right? So we have the stamina here. Stamina management is very interesting with this kind of event. You want to use your hourglasses wisely. You don't want to let it overcap, because once it overcaps or hits 5, you no longer get your timer, your ticker running, so you're actually missing out on potential packs for that. And then the second thing here is that you want to focus on this expert here, right? Like, so this was highlighted for you all is 100%, which means that you are getting those packs 100% of the time in the expert mode. And this is primarily sweet because you want to be getting those new cards. You want to be getting like these in your packs. You want your chances to get the Blastoise or whatever one that you're hunting for. And while finishing or being a completionist for the other events is cool, you want to spend most of your time in the expert. So for the rest of these like the guides for like the what decks they're running. This is the beginner deck. You can literally throw in anything and win here, so you don't have to worry too much about the beginner one. This is just to get your feet wet with everything, and then you move forward. What's nice is that there is a chance to get it here. If you're lucky, that's awesome, but you're starting to build up on your pack hourglasses and your shop tickets, which is really nice here. So we get 2 for the first one, and once you're done with beginner, don't play it again. Next back up is your Blastoise and Cramorant deck. This is the more intermediate. This one is still very lower tiered. Just stick to your electric type decks, and so that way you can kind of like cruise through this, because they still need a lot of energy in order to build up on their cards. There's no Misty in it, so you don't have to worry about that. The rewards start to double up a bit. You have a 64% chance for this promo pack, and you get 4 pack hourglasses for clearing this just for the first time. Now we get to the advance, and this is where we start to see Blastoise EX come out, but again, there's no like Misty here, so you're still pretty good. You do get the Lumineon, but a lot of the times they're really still playing like the Trudel, the Dreadnought, the Cramorant, the Pimikyu can make a piece here. So this is where you also start to see the Diamond tier, where it's 3 diamond or below. And we're actually going to talk about a couple of decks that are going to work for this for you, but this again, you want to consider lines like Voltobra and Electrode, or the Galvantula line like Joltik and Galvantula, or Electabuzz and Heliolisk for support. So here is an example of a 1, 2, or 3 diamond card. Remember that promo cards don't count towards it, so if you have any promo cards in your deck, it will you'll actually lose out on that. And then you don't want to have any of your full arts, because that's going to also replace it as well too. So for like that advanced stage, a deck like this will work out. You have 80 HP, you deal 70 or 90 here. Same thing with the electric web, and then you can power up this Electabuzz to do 40 damage anywhere on the bench, or 60 to the active spot. So this is like pretty good. You take advantage of your XPs, your Geos, your Sabrinas, and you're in a pretty sweet spot. And then from here we get 6 pack hourglasses, and then your promo pack jumps up to 80%. Now this is where it gets spicy, because you have your one of Misty, which feels like they hit heads on all of the time. You have your Articuno EX, and my recommendation for the 3 diamond deck actually changes, because this 80 damage right here can knock out a lot of the core electric types. And so I personally think something like this could work out well, because you have a Heliolisk that does 90 HP, and you have your Electros that is 140 HP. If you're able to get these online quick enough, you can also paralyze them with the Electros and then kind of get them stuck in there. My first go around, I actually almost won without letting them like KO Amon, because Electros was that powerful in knocking things out as well. And we were literally just a coin flip away from allowing that Blastoise to attack, but we were able to follow up with the Heliolisk and KO it anyways. So this is a different build, because I feel like Heliolisk and Electros, especially with the new cards, haven't really been talked a lot about, but their evolution lines provide you that additional HP, which is really helpful for lasting against that early onslaught of Misty. And then once you get your diamonds out of the way, you can just start running this like stock Pikachu deck. This is probably one of the better ones that's out there. There's like Raichu, but Zebstrika inclusion allows you to target the Squirtle that's in the back, so that way you don't have to worry about the Blastoise EX to begin with at all. And then with Pikachu and Zapdos EX up front, you can also take care of that Articuno EX, because they do live that 80 hit points and then are able to like crack it back pretty heavily here. So I really like the Zebstrika inclusion in here to really target that back line, and then you can use whatever arts you want with this. There's a blue in here, but you can always use a Giovanni instead of the blue. You can use the blue to like save yourself like 10 damage if you would like, or mitigate that 80 HP move from Articuno, because then that 10 damage to your bench doesn't actually happen with the blue here. So for this back to here, I really do like that deck. Once again, just kind of like our solid auto battle deck. Like, we have our Pikachu and our Zapdos EX for high impact plays. We include our Zep Strikers there to pin for the back. If you're looking for this for the AI, maybe even including Voltorb and Electrode, so that way the AI just knows, hey, I'm just like putting energy on and I'm attacking right away, and that's my plan. Definitely want to include Professor's Research and Pokeball in your auto deck, and then Giovanni, just to kind of make sure that they're powering up and doing the max damage that they can. I think this auto battle feature for something that's only running for 2 weeks is amazing, because you actually don't lose stamina if you do that, right? So like, if you fail the attempt for the auto battles at any of the stages, you don't lose it. It doesn't go anywhere. So you only lose it if you win, which you want to. So simply set your deck to auto, let it run, and then check back later. If you get it, that's awesome. If you don't, that's okay. So yeah, y'all, this is like the first of many events that is going on this January. We have this Blastoise Drop Event. I believe we're gonna get another Outbreak. The expansion for set 2 is supposed to be coming later this month. We're getting trading, and so all of those things we're going to cover as soon as we get information on them. I can't wait for that. And as always, don't forget to leave a comment down below responding to anything from the video to enter the giveaway. Wishing you all a fantastic start to the year, and we'll catch you in the next one.